get the video. How are you? How are you, my people? It's another evening to come and say hello to you, everyone. I don't take it for granted to be here, but I thank the Lord to have given me this opportunity to come and say hello to you. It has been a busy week. Sometimes I feel tired, but these are calling. I tell you, calling is not only when you are pastor or bishop. A teacher is a calling. To be a parent is a calling. And those are the things that we will be even before God our Lord. If you hear me, make sure that you share this broadcasting so that it will reach many. Share the broadcast, please, so that many can hear what I am about to talk today, because today I want to talk to male species, because sometimes it look like I've never seen in male species. When I talk about male species, I talk about from the one that is 0 months to the one who is the oldest in this world. Because it look like when you see a certain thing being repeated by people, it means that there is something God wants men to get it. And as long as they have not gotten it, God will keep on sending people to talk about the same thing. And there is a saying which we used to say in my vernacular, that repeating, when you repeat things and you repeat yourself, sometimes you don't do it. It's a way of emphasizing. Is when you see somebody repeating something, he is looking for your attention. He wants this thing to sink in people's mind. He wants people to take you. You want people to take you serious. So I think that's why in my vernacular, you could hear like this one with old people. Like, I'm repeating myself. When they repeat themselves so much and they see like people are questioning, are you becoming dementia or what? They say, repeating myself is not foolishness. That's what we used to say in our vernacular. But as you always know in this broadcasting, first of all, I would say that I'm a born-again Christian, a saint, and I am a worshiper, and I have this ministry of guidance and counseling. So whatever God download in my mind is what I come to deliver. And I believe in God who said me your ways, in all kind of knowledge and wisdom that he have given unto us. Remember, the word of the Lord tells us that God, even God himself, he have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what he used to stretch the earth and heaven. He found the earth beside the sea. So even God relies on wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. And as the way is always our trade on this broadcasting, that we always start with a word of prayer, then we continue. Maybe I might sing in the middle, but I want to go direct to the topic. Let's pray. Our dear Heavenly Father, we bow before your presence and your throne this, my Lord, night, glorifying and honoring your name, Jehovah. My Lord, that you have said, my Lord, to your people. My Lord, I pray that, my God, that I find favor and forgiveness, Jehovah, of my iniquities and my sins and my transgression. that I've committed in conscious and out of conscience, with my action, with my doings, my Father, with my walks, with my sight, with my hearing, and any other part of my body. I pray, my Lord, even you forgive every person that you come across this broadcasting, my Lord, the iniquities and their sins be forgotten, that you cleanse us all, my Lord, with your mighty and your precious blood, Jehovah. My Lord, give us word to speak. Give me word to speak to your people. My Lord, use my mouth to speak to your people. Use my heart, use my mind, Jehovah, to speak for your people. My Lord, they are here to hear. My God, because you use simple vessels, my Lord, that they look like nothing, for the glorifications and honor your name, Jehovah. And that's why, my Lord, I always say that, my Lord, according to John 3:30, that my Lord, myself I decrease, and you increase, Lord Jehovah, and I disappear and you appear, Jehovah. My Lord, that this one not bring glory to me, Jehovah, but the word bring glory to you, Adonai. Be our beginning, our middle, and our end. My Lord, I thank you for every person that you have brought, my Lord, on my way to hear what, my Lord, you want them to hear. My Lord, I bless you for this moment, my Lord. You are planned, my Lord, to talk to your people. May Lord, my Father, I and your people be acceptable before thee, O God. My Lord, that this will not be, my God, a bad smell to my Lord before thee, but it be a good aroma and a good savor, my Lord, that my Lord will attract even the attention of you, Lord, and the attention of your angels, and all, my Lord, that live in heaven. My Lord, even hell need to see to see this and to know that, God, you have ordained us, you have sent us, you have made us the way we are, Jehovah. No man created himself, no man can make himself nothing, my Lord, and something, except, my Lord, you, God, be with him or her. I thank you and I worship you, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. Thank you very much. I know that there are many that are watching. And comment, subscribe, like. Make sure that you like. By liking this broadcasting, by the way, I'll start with my like. It means a lot because you make this broadcasting to reach people. Because when you push it, when it's liked by so many people, it's that you are giving it a mark, so it will be pushed by Facebook and YouTube. So today my topic is I came purposely because of male species, because I think, and you'll agree with me from the beginning, God was and is still and will even continue be interested with this piece called male. Remember, in the book of Genesis, God said, let's create a man who is like us. A woman is a duplicate of what look like God. A woman is a duplicate of what look like God. So the original is man. We out of that what was original, we can say that we are simply duplicate of what is God. As simple as that. We are duplicate of what is in the likeness of God. And it's like from the beginning in the Garden of Eden, man have been disappointing God. We saw that God have given all the responsibility of the Garden of Eden to a man. But when things went astray, we see this man blaming the woman. The man telling God, I forgot to put my microphone. God, this man daring telling God, it is this woman that you gave me. That it's like even Adam, and that's even the problem that we are seeing with these men that we have, who are our brothers, who are our husbands, these men who are our children. They always blame. It is this woman. It is this woman. Until when, men, you will take your responsibility. Have we ever seen God himself blaming the 24 angels? Have you ever seen God blaming the 24 men? That's what I wanted to say. Have you ever seen God blaming his angels and even all things that live in heaven? Even the people who were like those people who went before us. Have you ever seen God saying, blaming anybody, or God making mistakes? Yes, we know there is, despite this man look like God, we know there is some capacity and some capability, because God is immortal, man is mortal. So, but even if we look at those superiority of God, if we leave that part apart and we focus on God, because we know God is a provider. There is no anywhere in the book, people they misquote. They misquote this verse in 1 Timothy 8. The people they misquote because it does not say purposely it's man. It says that every believer that does not provide to his family is equal to non-believer. And people, they tend to put that, they tend to misquote that verse, and they tend to mean that it was directed to man. But my argument is that verse was clearly, and it's clear, it tried to compare, or it tried to open the eyes of a believer, that when you are a believer, your behaviors and all that you do should be quite different from the person who is non-believer. So that verse have nothing than the differentiation of believers and non-believers. So many people, many preachers, they tend to misquote that verse. But it have nothing to do with the men. The first thing we should know that our God, even in the book of Ephesians, we see that man, apart from first from the book of generation, we see that the revelation, even the curse that was brought in the world, it was not brought because this way of us working and toiling and producing, the last producing those and these. It was a curse out of the failure of this man. If this man took his responsibility back from the days of Genesis, we could not be where we are. And man did not get it in the Garden of Eden. And man have never gotten it up to today. They keep on repeating same mistake and blaming this woman. Because when we read very carefully, we see that rules and regulations were given to men, which mean that this man, he was the head. that we see the purpose, that we see one thing. One, we see clearly the character of leadership, that God expected this man. Now you have gotten this duplicate of likeness of God. But you should understand the way you were running this Eden alone before this woman came. You should not drop your responsibilities because you have gotten a woman, because this woman have come. You should always keep on mind that you are the leader. And we can support this point of leadership in 1 Corinthians 13, where Jesus is compared. Jesus, we know most of the verses in the Bible, Jesus is compared as the bridegroom. Yes, the bridegroom of the church. So it means that, and we saints, we are the brides. We are the brides of Christ. Same way that 1 Corinthians 13, it quotes that as Jesus is the head of the church, so is the man head of a woman. Even it's not quoted children there. So children have not yet come. But God have started realizing that I need to go deeper and explain to this man. It's like he's not getting it. He's not understanding that the whole lens possibilities, the leadership does not, I don't trust the leadership to this woman, but I trust you to take your responsibility to lead this family. And that's why a woman, if you are married by a man who is like Abigail's man, Abigail, we know that his husband was killed by David. And David married this Abigail because when David went to war and this Abigail realized that the way this man have reacted to David, and I hear that David is a man of war. He does not understand what this man can do. So Abigail took the responsibility when he understands that the one who is supposed to react. Remember, David did not send the message for them that they are hungry, that they need food, to Abigail. He had sent the message of need for them, him and his army to be fed, to the husband of Abigail, which I don't remember whom he is. But the time that Abigail realized that this man is not getting it, he does not understand whom David is, Abigail took it as the way we women sometimes we take it when we see that this man is not getting it. We took it, we try to help, so that things go right. And that's what Abigail did. Because he wanted to protect his husband, he wanted to cover his husband, so he took his servant men and went to meet David and to explain and even to offer him food. And we saw that she did it. But after all that, David did not forgive this man. He killed him and he took the wife. He saw that this is a good wife. This woman is wise. This woman is intelligent. This is a good helper. Such a helper, I think I should have myself. And we saw that David, he's not the only man that he killed to take a wife. He take Uriah also. So it is like David had this character to see the women. Women who have this virtual woman who are in the book of Proverbs 31. So it's like God had opened the eyes of David. He could tell and he could see the virtual woman. I don't think that David was looking at the beauty. Although the Bible tells us about the beauty of Uriah and whatever, but I don't really think that it was only beauty. There was something, because even that this woman to come to an extent that he was married to a soldier, she was a woman of virtue. And we can see that Abigail was a woman of virtue. So, and David was so blessed that he could differentiate the busybodies women and the woman of virtue and the women of virtue. And that's one thing that men today have failed. They don't understand the women who virtue women and the busybodies. And that's why 1 Paul in the book of 2 Timothy, is it 2 Timothy 2:3 or 2 Timothy 3:1? When he told these men, those men are, we know that men, a real man should be loyal, but the disloyal men are busy with busybodies women. That's one I have to read for you, because I think so many people, they have not known that this Bible have talked so much about our life today. A Bible is a book that can guide you if you are looking for guidance. It is 2 Timothy 3. It says like this. It talks about the last days, that where people will be without self-control, without love, without forgiving, brutalities, lovers of pleasure than lovers of God. But that's when we were about this without self-control. Because a man who is disloyal to his wife, he have lacked self-control. They are the kind whom worm their way into homes and gain control over gullible women who are loaded down with the sins and are swayed by all kind of evil desires, lust and all. So we see these. We see there is all these things. Even the Bible understands that we have men who are disloyal, that they go looking about, who have no self-control. Instead of looking for virtual women, they are looking for busybody women to sleep with them. And yet you have left a virtual woman at home. And you are looking to, you are going to look for other things that does not even add value to you. We can see that, we saw that character of leadership, as Jesus is the head of the church, so as man should be the head of the family. So, as a leader, even a leader of nation, you should be able to tell, you should be able, if your family ask you, if you are a man and your wife ask you, you women, let me tell you, if you woke up and you ask your man, yeah, you call him your name or you call whatever you call him, and you told him, by the way, what is the vision of 2026? If you see that man cannot give you a real answer, you should start thinking what kind of man you have. Because we saw that in Job 2:28, it is stated so very clearly that men will dream, old men will dream dreams. So a man is somebody who should foretell. And I like my own father because he foretold, even before I was born, that I'm going to live in a nation that nobody have ever stepped. So that man could foretell. My dad, when I look at him and I look at my brother, I see opposite. because he was a man of vision. He could tell even the kind of things that he had gotten with 39 years. You could have told I realized that this man had a vision. He had somewhere he was going. This man had a goal. A man should be someone who must foretell, like my darling, whatever you call. I think 10 years to go, 10 years to come, we might be where we are today, because these are the words that women like to hear, and they confuse them totally. 10 years, we might be where we are today, but I'm telling you, 2 years to come, we'll be like this and this and this and this. I've done this and this and this. This is what the wife and the children, they want to hear. They don't want to hear about whom you drank. You were in the bus yesterday. They don't want to hear what you did at your place of work. They want to hear, where is the vision of this family? Because you are the head. Where are you taking us? A man without a vision, a man who does not dream that, like, in 10 years, I'm telling you, I'll be a millionaire. I may not have a car today, but 1 year to come, you'll not be walking. You will be driving. That is a man who is, even if he might not even have a single cent, but this man is dreaming. He's dreaming big. And I love even men who use their fantasies to dream, to see things. And most of the times, these men, they go far, because instead of, their minds are always working. And I know that God is working behind everything, because he can see this man is determined. This man is a provider. This man is a hard-working man. This man is a loyal man. Why should I not bless this man who is faithful to his wife, who takes care of his children, and he can be able, because God from the beginning, he's the one who started the family. And that's what you see in Jeremiah 3:14. God said that I'm going to appoint one because of the nation, but I'll appoint two because of our family. Because before we come to nations, before we come to cities, before we come to village, there must be a home where somebody was born, where somebody was raised, where somebody was taught morals. And these things, we see that even the responsibility of teaching the children, don't we see it in the book of Ephesians 6? That where the Bible is warning men not to provoke their children, but to bring them with love and to teach them. To teach them. Where do you see the Bible mentioning that a woman teach? But most of the men, they have failed their responsibility. And you are not like God. I wonder whether you are like Satan or who. I want one man to volunteer and tell me, by the way, because from the beginning you are supposed to be likeness of God, and you failed, whom do today men look like? We know there are men that liken God. We know they are there, but men who does not like God, whom do they look like? Because every woman is looking for a man who is like God. God is loving no matter what. If God is not loving the kind of sin that we sin every day, he could have finished us. But he persevered. So it means that even this man, and that's why the Bible tells this man to try to enlighten him. This woman that you told me from the beginning that he's the one that led you to sin. Now I'm going to give you another nugget. These are weak vessels. And that word is mistaken. It doesn't mean that we are cheap. It doesn't that God created us to be lowered. It didn't mean that God did not like a woman. It is not what it means. People misquote and misunderstand. You might be having a crystal or a glass vessel. You know, these things are beautiful, they're expensive, but they are so delicate. You cannot just handle, demonstrate. Like this one is a crystal. This one is a crystal candle holder. If you don't take care of this candle holder, it is going to break. And that's how a woman should be taken care of. And that's why God tried to show man. Yes, in the beginning you blame this. But I'm going to tell you that this man is this woman, this is a very delicate vessel. And it should be handled with care. And even, I think if men understand whom they are really, we should not be having poor men. Because do you see anywhere that God is poor? If you are a man today and you are poor, I would love you to start asking yourself, if I am poor and I have the likeness of God, and you start praying seriousness, and we saw a man who prayed seriously, and God heard him from heaven. In 1 Corinthians 4:10, the name of the man is Jabez. Jabez realized that I am poor. I don't even have peace, because the mother of Jabez was raped. And the moment the man understand, maybe the man look aloud other men and see, they have good life, but why am I struggling? I think this is the kind of spirit men you should develop. To ask yourself, and to argue with even the word, the Bible, because even Jesus defeated the devil with this word. I am poor, but my God is whom I was created in the likeness. He never lack. So you start clinging in your mind. Something is wrong somewhere. It is until Jabez get it in his head, and he started reacting, even taking an extent and a step ahead to go and to look for his mother to be explained. Because I believe this boy was left in the house of his father where he was born. The woman was sent away. So after all this struggle, but there are so many men who have been struggling, but they have never called themselves a meeting to ask, I'm struggling. We have never lived somewhere God is a struggler. Where is this struggling coming from? Where is this struggling coming from? The problem with most men, when they get troubles, they tend to become like one called who? Who was that? Samson. And there is one day, I think I thought this thing because of one of my brother. I saw his character. And whatever in my mind, and I think this is what I'm going to add up this program with. I thought about it, and I thought about this young boy. Then what come next in my mind is a song. I'm just going to sing a little bit of it. I know one day it will come whole in the YouTube. Are you ready to go it? Are you ready? Ngai wakwa ndahoya ndukanareke ngarĩo nĩ wendo ta Samsoni nginye handũ hakwiranĩra hinya wakwa kũrĩa umaga na ingĩgakinya hau baba ũkandirikana. Ngai wakwa ndahoya ndukanareke ngarĩo nĩ wendo ta Samsoni nginye handũ hakwiranĩra hinya wakwa kũrĩa umaga na ingĩgakinya hau baba ũkandirikana, na ingĩgakinya hau baba ũkandirikana. Andũ aingĩ nĩma I will not sing more than that. I get stop. Let us not go like the way we did not want to go. I know one day you hear this song. It's there about those men that behave like Solomon. Instead of being drunk of beers, they got drunk, and these are the men that go looking for these busybodies women. We know even the book of Proverbs tell us about these women. Who are there? Who are the snarer of the men? It's upon yourself, men, to wake up and ask yourself, do I disable God, or whom do I disable? And that is the message that God wanted to give to men, that you need to liken God, because the situation and the condition that you are now, you don't look God even at all. God needs men who are in his likeness. My name is Helena. I live in one of the Scandinavian nations. I live in Sweden. And I've been living here for a while. And Christ is the Lord of my soul. And I would love you to help this broadcasting and this ministry to go further ahead. I know that one day, one time, God will give this ministry a big platform, because we have seen what it is happening to a boy child. A boy child needs to be held hard. He needs to be taken back to his position. He needs to be strengthened. He needs to get back his courage and his power again. And that's all that I wanted to see a boy child becoming. Being restored back to the position that a male species need to be. That is it. Make sure that those that are in Facebook, I request you to follow me even on social media platform, YouTube, with the name Wangari Jane. That is my official ministering page. And I always say that I have two pages. One page is where I use my natural gift. And I share with people life experience, medical experience, guiding and counseling experience, chemistry, and all that I know, because it is all that life about. As in Proverb, is it 17:17 or Proverb 27:17? It tells us, Proverb 27:17, as iron sharpen one another, so should we sharpen one another. So make sure that you subscribe to both my YouTube channels, share, comment. Tomorrow I'll be coming around with another video on the other YouTube channel, Waboy86, with something new, and we are going to make something new. When the autumn comes, we'll be going from, I'm not only focusing on cooking and all that, I'll be mixing a lot of things, and I know that this broadcasting will go far. Be blessed. Have a wonderful night, evening, or day, whatever, wherever you are. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.